we just dive right into the news. So, Apple has been cutting back iPhone orders, or at least that's the rumor. We already spoke last time about Ming-Chi Kuo saying that Apple cut iPhone SE orders by up to 10 million units, citing lower than expected demand. Well, this week there are more signs that iPhone sales might be slowing due to supply chain and general concern among consumers about just the state of the world and what's really going on. According to Seeking Alpha analyst John Donovan from Loop Capital, said in a research note that Apple had lowered projected iPhone build numbers for 2022 down another 9 million units to 254 million units. Now, the average U.S. consumer's iPhone right now is about 2.3 years old, and it's possible that with inflation looming and many other uncertainties in the world, that more consumers are just choosing to go longer between upgrades, and that's affecting overall iPhone sales. So it would make sense to some degree that, hey, Apple is just selling less iPhones. The iPhone SE, Apple thought was going to be a hugely popular model. It just hasn't really taken off the way they want. And, hey, supply chain is slowing down. Apple's saying, hey, let's hold off on some of those orders. Let's wait to see how things pan out. But still, a report from DigiTimes this week came out and directly contradicted these rumors. That site claims that their checks of the supply chain show no signs that companies have been told by Apple to cut back on orders of the iPhone SE. We'd also heard that they were cutting back on AirPods orders. They're saying that's not happening either. So we have a dilemma. Do we believe analysts like Ming-Chi Kuo? Do we believe a source like the DigiTimes? Who really knows what's going on? Probably only Apple, and they're not going to be saying anything, as we know. So, take out all of this stuff with a grain of salt. We talk about that a lot here in the community, that these are all just rumors and speculation. They're coming from different sources. Supply chain can mean things. It cannot mean things. It can be misread. So we never really know what's going on. But overall, Apple is doing well. And as a matter of fact, the reports also say that Apple's services could help and are actually being helpful in their overall numbers. As we know, Apple's been growing their services business, and it's kind of filling in some of the gaps for the iPhone. And I believe, and I think we talked about this way back when it was going on, that was really Apple's original plan. So it's not surprising that that is happening. Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, and iCloud are helping keep consumers on the Apple platform. So even if it's taking longer between upgrades, people aren't moving away to Android because they're invested in the Apple ecosystem, and services are a big part of that. There are signs that Apple Music, iCloud, Apple Arcade, and Apple Fitness are all growing, although the reports do note that Apple News and Apple TV Plus subscriptions seem to be flat. I was a little bit surprised to hear that on the Apple TV Plus subscriptions, because lately Apple's been getting a lot of great buzz for their TV service. We have the new MLB announcement, a lot of great awards and accolades. Apple just won the Oscar for Best Picture for Coda. So, all these things are good, positive things for Apple TV Plus. I've been hearing great things about the TV show Severance, and I probably need to start watching that. I'd love to know from those of you in the community if you've been watching that series. Love Adam Kay, so I'm hoping to get to that sometime soon here and get into that. But that sounds like it's wonderful. But overall, sounding like Apple TV Plus is, at least according to reports, not growing massively, but some of the other services are. So that's keeping people on iPhones. So I'm not going to worry too much about Apple and iPhone orders. They have a handle on their supply chain, and I would assume, know what they're doing. And so far, the numbers haven't been terrible. So even if the analysts are a little bit confused, I think we can keep our heads straight here.